Hi, Matt with etrailer. Today we're going to talk about the Kuat Piston Pro X bike rack on the back of our 2025 Nissan Kicks. Now this is going to be a great option if you're looking for something that's going to give you a little bit more peace of mind when you're on the road, because this is actually going to have power to it, giving it lights, so people will be able to see it a little bit easier. And it feels really easy and nice to actually use, being able to carry a variety of different types of bikes back here. But today we're mainly going to be focusing on how it interacts with the Kicks. So let's start right back here. We're going to have plenty of space where we're not making contact. Even if you're on a really bumpy road, we're not going to make contact with anything here. But we're not going to have enough space to open up our hatch. To do that, I'm going to tilt this back. So we'll just come over here to a lever, and that lever will come down. We'll lower this into place. I will say, just be careful with this. If you have any heavy e-bikes back here, because we can put two of them here, so that might be a little bit difficult for you. Keep that in mind. But now we can open up our hatch completely. So if you want to put anything like your groceries back here, or grab your helmet, sit down, tie your shoes for your ride, you can do that. And we can put it back in the seated position and take it off. And that only takes seconds, because we're only going to have 2 touch points. So I'll come over here to the front side, press down on this button, and that's going to engage that piston and push it away. Same thing for the other side. Now with this design, you can also push this all the way down if you wanted to be completely out of your way. And we can pick it up and take it out for a ride. You'll also notice multiple grooves in this tray. That is designed to work with different size tires. And what I like about all of this is also going to be great if you have alternative frame bikes or carbon frame bikes, since we're not making any frame contact. And we can get a couple measurements. First, let me put this back into place. If it's in this position, you'll have to press on that button once more to release it. And push it down, just like that. And this side, we can just push it. So the first measurement I'm going to get is going to be the ground clearance. I have to make sure that's pushed all the way down, because it does have the ability to fold. And now we're going to be at about 21.5 inches. So even with those heavier bikes on here, we're not going to bottom out. For the total distance away it sits, that's going to be about 26 inches, which is really impressive for a 2-bike carrier. Keep in mind though, if you're in a tight spot like a parking spot or garage, so you don't make contact with anything like a wall. And like I said earlier, we can fold this up. So I'll pull down on that lever, push up this time. And we still have a decent amount of space between the rack and our vehicle. And this is only going to be sitting at 12 inches. So pretty impressive. Now this is where I was talking about that this has lights. You can see them right here built in. And we're not going to be obstructing anything back here, like your tail lights, license plate, backup camera, or back window. But this is still good to see, because if it's dark at night, someone might not notice the rack here. So these lights are just going to help them notice that. Or if you decided ever to get the 4-bike version of this, this is going to sit higher, so those lights will be a little bit more useful for you in that sense. Now, something to keep in mind is if you're going to be using this rack and you want to use the lights, just make sure you have a 4-pole wiring kit on your vehicle, so it will actually plug in and you'll get lights that way. Now, the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank that goes into your 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll have a pin that goes into a lock core on the other side. Now, overall, I think this is going to be a solid choice for anyone who is looking for a rack that's going to handle very nicely, feels good, it looks good, and it is going to keep you safe when you're on the road. Now, if you're looking for a different variation of this, because this is sitting pretty low and you're not going to get the 4-bike version at any point, I think the Kuat Piston Pro Bike Rack is going to be just fine. It's the exact same thing as this, only just doesn't have the lights built into it. So I'd recommend checking that out as well. But of course, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at etrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.